Hello.
Hello.
It's been a week since we made a video, honey. We've been, if we would have a better internet signal, I would have liked to make videos often, but our internet service sucks.
And we really haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah, we haven't gone anywhere. We're staying at home, and all I do is like doing outside, cleaning outside, and just here inside the house. So there's not really much going on.
Yeah.
Because we're still on a home quarantine or a lockdown, and they say they're open on May 15th, but who knows? They're gonna lift that lockdown on May 15th, but who knows? Maybe they will extend it again. Yeah. So
let's hope not.
yeah, it's not really much to do. My family cannot come here. I couldn't see my family, and it's hard. It's boring, and we're.
I'm sure everybody's having the same issues.
A lot of people, I'm sure, are having the same issues.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are gonna talk about like the first time I got to the U.S. and
Yeah, we had a viewer that requested she talk about her first experience when she first went to the U.S. and right after we got married. Well, we got married in the U.S., but when she came there was 2007.
Yeah.
Was when I came to the Philippines and picked her up in 2007, and we went back to the U.S.
Yeah. Well, when I got to the U.S., of course, there was a culture shock. Like, it's everything is new to me. Like the weather, like the food,
The
and
freeways.
the culture is just a lot different than the culture here, of course, and the food is the thing for me. Like I lose a bunch of weight because everything tastes different in the U.S. Like even the pork, the beef, everything.
Yeah, everything tastes different there, even if it's the same kind of food as here.
Yeah.
It has a different taste there.
And I'm sure you feel the same way.
Yeah, I feel
Like,
the same way. Yeah, food in the Philippines tastes different to me.
Yeah. And so anyway, I got to the U.S. and I go, and it was so life changing. I sleep all day, during the daytime I'm awake all night. Because of the time difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took her a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it took me a couple of
to
weeks
get adjusted,
or more.
and I think you were even sick for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was sick for a couple of weeks. I cannot eat, like, it seems like I only eat like every 3 days.
Yeah.
I lose a bunch of weight.
Yeah. There's a large Filipino community in Fresno, California.
Yeah.
So fortunately, after we were there a while, she got to meet some other Filipino women that had married Americans, and there was a little group of them, and
there's a Filipino community or organization,
and they had a Filipino grocery store there in Fresno, and quite a few Filipino restaurants that we discovered. So that made the transition easier for her.
Yeah, I met some Filipinas, and then I hung out with them. They taught me a lot about this is the U.S. This is the that's how I kind of started to
get accustomed.
Get adjusted. Of the life and the culture there.
But when she first came, I had to explain to her what a garbage disposal was, because she flipped the switch in the kitchen and this big noise came on and it scared her. And I had to explain to her what a garbage disposal was and how you could put your garbage in there.
Because the first time he didn't tell me, I go, what is that noise? Like there's something like broken inside the sink or something.
Yeah, and she had to show her how the oven worked. And
the microwave.
She had
and the vacuum.
And the vacuum. Yeah,
and the washing machine and the dryer. I don't know, or the dishwasher. Like
and the
because
dishwasher.
Whenever we eat, I wash the dishes by hand, and my husband said, you don't have to do that. You need to do this. I go, I don't want to use that. I would prefer washing it by hand. And that's what I've been doing. But eventually I learned it. And the washing machine, I go, I thought you hung your clothes outside, but you don't have to, like here in the Philippines. And he taught me to, you know, like okay, this is what you do. You put soap here, and then when it's done, and then this thing will make a noise, and then you can move it into the dryer.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
noise of the appliances kind of freaked her out a little bit. I mean, when I got the vacuum cleaner to show her how to use it and turned it on and made this noise, she's kind of like a new puppy, started running around in circles.
I didn't do that. You are exaggerating. It may like make me like, you know, feel like curious, like oh wow, what is that? Like I was wondering, like, you know, how all the machine works there, because you know it's everything there is all machined, and you know, not like here that you do it manually by hands, and you know, that's why if you live in the US and then you use all the machine, like it makes you more it makes you lazier because of the
yeah, but things are a lot faster paced in the US, so
I know,
you know, your time is still, you know, you're so busy all the time, you know, you need those things.
And one time, like, you bought me like a fur coat, like, because winter is coming, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna have to you wear the thick clothes, especially if we go visit the snow, and you know, it's cold, so he bought me this you know, very thick what's that, like
Parka.
Parka,
fur-lined parka.
and then there is like a fur coat around the head. And so one time I wanna wash it, and I put it in the dryer, and all the fur was burnt. I put it in the dryer. I had no idea. Now, and like that, I didn't know, you know, anything about it.
So we had a swimming pool where we lived, and so I taught her how to swim. And then after she got brave enough, because all of the Filipino girls that she knew there, they all drove. So after she got brave enough, she wanted to get her license. And so I gave her driving lessons, and we would go out in the country.
Yeah, instead of hiring an instructor, they always say that if your husband teach you, like, it's gonna wind up to a lot of like fighting, because when her husband teach you how to drive, like, it's difficult. It's better if you hire an instructor. But for me, I preferred to, you know, have him teach me how to drive rather than hiring an instructor.
She was so shy anyway.
Yeah.
She didn't really like to go out in public.
So
it helped her a lot when we met the other Filipino girls that had American husbands. It helped her a lot that I used to encourage her to go out with them, and so that helped her get more social skills and feel more comfortable in the United States. You know, even the casino. I was trying to get her to go to a casino, and she didn't really want to go. And finally, one day, I talked her into going, you know, and gave her some money to play. And so when we played for a while, and then we were coming home, she had won $50, and so she came up with this idea that, and told me, hey, maybe you should quit your job, and we can go to the casino every day.
No, because I didn't want to go to the casino. The first time I go, I don't want to go to the casino because I don't know what it is, and you know, like, I've heard that it's like gambling, so I don't want to do it. And then so one day, like, we're just gonna eat there, and when I came there the first time, I go, oh my god, this place is so noisy. I don't like this. There's a bunch of machine like going on, and I just don't like this place. And
until she won money,
and
then she wanted to become a professional gambler.
No, I don't want to be a professional. You know. When I won, like, the first time, honey, it was not $50. The $50 was the second time. The first time I won like $10, and I go, oh wow, you know, this is nice. I won $10. And the second time, like, I won like 50. So I go, wow, this is actually nice. So you know, we go there once a while, maybe twice a month, like that, and mainly because we wanna eat at the buffet, because they have like seafoods buffet. Especially on weekends.
Good buffet at the casinos in the U.S.
And so after we eat, we play a little bit and then go home. It was just a recreation, and so anyway, we moved into so many places in California. Fresno, Modesto is where we lived for a while, like Fresno. 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, when she first came there, you know, I had a upper management position in a national construction company. We built houses, and so then in 2008, when the recession hit, you know, I lost my job. I had been there 10 years, and so I built houses my whole life. I was a general contractor, and then went to work for a national home builder, and
Yeah.
2008 recession hit. I lost my job, and
Yeah, after he lost his job, we moved to Modesto and we bought a house there. So he decided to drive a truck, and I went with him.
well, we were remodeling the house also at the as we lived there, and
Yeah.
then I decided, well, I'll try driving truck, and
Yeah.
so I got my Class A license, and
Yeah.
we went on a road for 2 years.
He didn't really, or I didn't even like the much at the living in the truck, because it's like there is no bathroom, and it's a hard life in the truck,
There's not many wives that I know of that went with their husband all the time. Maybe once in a while on a trip.
Oh, I would rather go with you. I could have stayed at home, but I rather go with him. I feel like I'm safer if I'm with him.
Yeah, and so we traveled the United States for a couple of years, and
Yeah.
She got to see
I've seen so many states.
See a
Yeah, it
lot
was
of
a hard
countries.
life that my husband in the truck, where my husband said, like, the only way I could get out of this truck is if I would have a heart attack. You keep saying that, and then it really did. He had a heart attack, and we had to stop in it was in Oregon, and then they had to take him to
Boise,
Boise, Idaho, in St. Luke's, and he had a heart attack there, and that's the time where he had to stop driving a truck.
I couldn't drive truck anymore after that.
Yeah, and then we move into like few more places in California, and we just move everywhere.
Yeah, we came back to the house and lived there for a while, and I did some remodel jobs.
Yeah.
And to keep myself busy.
Yeah, and finally, now we finally moved here in the Philippines, and
After 11 years there.
Yeah, after 11 years of living in the U.S., and I think we made the right decision. I mean, I'd like to go visit the U.S. too, because sometimes we missed it there. We missed the food, especially my husband. He missed the feeling of like being in the U.S., and I kind of missed it too, because U.S. is very nice. Like here though, in the Philippines, it's like you kind of have to keep looking at behind your back and see if, like,
You got to be aware of your
you have to be
surroundings,
aware of your surrounding whenever you go places.
I mean, we'd like to be able to go back and forth, but
Yeah.
we can't
We can't
financially
afford
do that. But
Yeah.
someday, maybe if we're going to at least go back for a couple months and
Yeah.
stay there so we can.
Yeah, I told my husband that, I know how much you miss it there, and instead of like thinking about moving back there, maybe we can stay there for a couple of months. Like we can save money, and
Well,
maybe
it's
rent
not
a
that I
place.
hate it here. I mean, it's beautiful here. The people are real friendly and nice, most of them. But it's just a culture here. In the U.S., you can just about go anywhere, go to the mountains, go fishing, go.
Yeah.
And here as an American, I can't just go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's not that I hate it here. It's just different.
Yeah, and also he misses a lot of food. In-N-Out Burger is what he misses. The Red Lobster.
Yeah, the fast food. Yeah, Red Lobster is great.
Yeah,
in the US.
all those food there, the Mexican food. We
Yeah.
missed eating at the Mexican restaurant, and all the tacos and burritos, and
Yeah, but we found out that there's is it S&R Market?
Yeah, I know,
S&R
but that we
Market
never been to.
in Davao. So,
Yeah,
so when this is over, we can go to Davao again. We're going to go by there because they got a lot of imported food there, so we're going to try to buy
Yeah.
taco shells and be able to make tacos and burritos and things like that. So that'll help.
Yeah.
And when she came there, I introduced her to my family, and they all thought she was the sweetest person they ever met. My mother just loved her, and so that helped. And
Yeah, when we got there and we got married, we had a reunion with his family, and his family were all like very nice people, and I really appreciate that and grateful that his family were nice to me. They accepted me.
they all thought she was very, very sweet. The sweetest person they'd ever met.
Yeah, so I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, it was different, but she adjusted. You know, and it took a little time, but like I said, she met some friends, and that helped her a whole lot.
Yeah.
You know, getting adjusted, and she could go with them whenever she wanted to, and they'd
Yeah.
have parties and
Hang out with friends. It's
Yeah.
not like parties, like going to the bar,
Well,
like birthday parties.
Yeah, I know that,
like
but I mean
that.
birthday parties and their kids' birthday parties. and
Yeah.
stuff.
My
After I got out of the
experience-
truck, we sold the house we had, and then moved to Clear Lake in California. And bought another house and remodeled that.
Yeah.
and sold that.
it. Sold that.
Got lucky on selling a couple of houses, and
Yeah.
you know, decided to come to the Philippines. And she missed her family, and
Yeah.
you know, I liked it here. So
Yeah, I mean, I like it here. I don't, you know, I'm okay if I stay here forever in the Philippines. You know, I can visit in the US anytime. I'm a US citizen now. For now, we're okay here in the Philippines, and you know, but we would like to visit in the US someday.
Yeah, yeah.
Someday when this thing going on now is
yeah,
over.
when this is over.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
over. And so thank you for listening to our story. This video is going on for a while now, and maybe it's hard to upload when the video is very long. Very long. So
Yeah.
anyway, thank you for listening to our story.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks to all the viewers too. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Bye. Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye bye.